You scroll through your feed and it feels like everyone else has it together. But deep down, you feel like you're not enough. You put on a confident face, but inside, there's the nagging feeling. What if they find out I'm not as strong as I pretend to be? Sounds familiar? But you're not alone. Everyone is fighting battles that we cannot even see. And the problem is not with us. The problem is the impossible standards that we are expected to live up to. Today, I want to talk about how to break free. Let's jump in.
Three, two, one.
Let's go.
Overcoming insecurities and complexes is a journey that young people should take. It's a process of personal growth that takes time and effort. Here are some things which young people can do to get a higher level of self acceptance and self confidence. The first step is to become aware of our own insecurities, things that we try to deny ourselves sometimes. It's good to be aware of what insecurities, what complexes bother us, and accept them as part of you. This is how you are, this is how you grew up. Accept all the mistakes that you have done. Yeah, you made mistakes, you screwed up, you messed up, but that's you, and you're learning from it. You learned from it. It's nobody else's mistake, they make their own. You make your own. You don't have to be ashamed or hide it. Just work on it, change, but it's you. It's your part of growing up. Acceptance of your inferiority complexes, of the complexes that you grew up with, is the first step towards healing. Don't be in denial. And you see the amount of change in you which comes just because you start recognizing it, accepting it, and saying, that's me, I'll work at changing it. Many insecurities stem from comparing ourselves to others, and this is ingrained into us from our childhood. In the average middle class Indian home, you start by hearing your parents comparing you to the neighbor's child and the marks that he scores in the exams and how you should become like them. It starts from there, and everything, everywhere, every time you're comparing, you're trained to compare yourself with others. It just migrates from education to how you look, how much you earn, and things like that. Just make one change. Stop comparing yourself to others. It anyway doesn't help. So stop doing it. Every time you catch yourself doing it, stop it and say no. Instead, focus on your own unique strengths, your own unique qualities. Everyone has something which is unique and is their strength. God has been kind in distributing this to everyone. Identify your unique quality. Realize that that's what makes you different. That's your strength. It could be singing, it could be any other talent, it could be writing, it could be speaking. Don't worry what value the world gives place to that skill, but be aware that that's a skill you possess. I know many people who are actually very good people and they don't value that goodness that they have. They're just good people, but they don't value it. They don't think it's anything great. Realize what's unique about you and value that, and stop comparing with others. Comparison with others bring negative self-esteem because you're comparing your weaknesses with others' strengths. Just look at your strengths. Build positive self-esteem. Feel good about yourself. Thank God for the way He's made you. Are you listening to the internal dialogue that happens inside you? That self talk, that small noise, that chatter, which is furiously telling you something. If you think it's telling you why you can't do something, why you're not good enough for something, catch it, stop it. Negative self talk is your biggest enemy. It could have been born out of self preservation, but that's causing you a problem today. It's telling you you're not good enough. Stop it, replace it with positive self talk. That's a full length video which I had made on this topic itself, and I'll put the link in the description below. But your biggest enemy that helps feed on your insecurities and your complexes is your self talk, your negative self talk. Reframing your negative self talk from I am not good enough to cultivating a new talk which says I'm capable and I'm learning will suddenly change everything into a positive mindset. Start that right now. Unlike what people think, confidence grows through practice. Take the small steps in the direction of what you fear and win those, and you see your confidence grow. Things which you're scared of, like say maybe talking on stage or speaking up and asking a question in a meeting, decide to take some small, simple steps in that direction. And once you start winning that, you see how your confidence grows. Take the example of talking in a meeting. Start by asking some simple question, one question in that whole meeting, and then do that one, two, three, four more times, and see how your confidence grows. That it will reach a stage where you'll engage completely in that meeting and start being part and fruitful part of that meeting and build your confidence. You start feeling better. These small steps will build your resilience and build your confidence. The other most important thing which I keep talking of every time is you are a sum of the 10 people you spend most of your time with. Choose your people whom you spend time with very carefully. They should not be people who are negative, who criticize you or pull you down, not people who judge you. They have to be people who uplift you, who encourage you, who pat on your back. Failures are okay. They look at the positive side of what you learned instead of judging you. It's very important. Choose the people whom you want to spend time with. Choose your relationships and friendships carefully. It will help you overcome your self esteem issues and build confidence. Understanding emotions and learning how to manage them is crucial. Emotional intelligence helps you navigate through situations which create distress or upsets you and know how to react to them and come out feeling undisturbed. Practices like mindfulness, like journaling or therapy can help you in building this emotional intelligence. I'll make a complete video on this very soon on practices that help you build emotional intelligence. Physical health impacts your mental health and well being. So focus on the three axes of physical health: exercise, balanced diet, and sleep. Mental health, one of the big things that helps in mental health is meditation, and I've talked about in many earlier videos. When you're physically feeling good and fit, it will automatically raise your self esteem and your confidence. One of the things which is predominant in this current young generation is the need for validation from others, the need to be liked by the others. It must have been there in the earlier generations too, but it's now very exaggerated and apparent in the times of social media. Your mood, your happiness seems to fluctuate with how many likes you got on the posts that you put. You must realize that this is losing control to the external world. Take back control. You seek validation from yourself and nobody else. And how do you do that? Set your own goals depending on your values. Make these goals in small units which are measurable and you start winning them. Live up to your own standards, your own validation, which are yours and nothing to do with the world. Take back control. Set realistic goals and start achieving them. It will make you feel better and overcome this feeling of inadequacy. It will help you build confidence. Don't base your goals on the external world. Set your own goal, but make it realistic. The most unrealistic goals I see on the end of the year, where people want to lose so many kilos in 3 months, 2 months. They're unrealistic, so it fails, and within the next 30 days, they are back to their old self and feeling very low about it. Because remember, the commitments you make to yourself, when you miss them, your body, your soul knows that you can't be trusted. So it pulls you down. So make commitments which are doable, which are realistic to yourself, and go do it and win them and feel better. Sometimes these insecurities and complexes are very deep rooted. At these times, you must take help from a professional, a therapist, or a counselor, or a coach who will use tools to unravel what's behind these complexes. Work with a coach and stay connected, and it will help you in the long run. These are some of the areas where you can work on, which will help you break free. When you start managing your insecurities and complexes, you will start feeling more stable, more confident, and you'll be able to lead an authentic and happier life. Hope this helps. Till the next time, stay unstoppable.